Good morning everybody and welcome. I am Mel Soul, Director of Instruction and Master Professional at the Mel Soul Golf School, headquartered at Pawleys Plantation Golf and Country Club in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. And today I'm going to talk about something that Jack Nicklaus talks about as very important. So I was watching a Golf Channel program a number of years ago when Nicklaus was still playing competitive golf, and Peter Kessler was the interviewer, and he asked Jack, he said, now you've been going to Jack Grout for many years. At the start of the season you go and see him to get your game in shape for the season. And Jack said, yes, that's correct. And he said, well, what do you work on? And Jack said, the basics: grip, stance, posture, alignment. And Peter Kessler said, you stay with him for a month, don't you? And he said, yes. He said, so you work on that for a month? Jack said, that's correct. He said, and every year when you go and see him, you work on the same thing? And he said, that's correct. And Peter said, well, doesn't that bother you? Doesn't it bother you that you're working on exactly the same thing every time? And Jack said, no, not at all. He said, in fact, it would bother me if it was something different every time. He said, I have certain tendencies, and I tend to not be good with my posture. I tend to aim a little bit off to the right, and most right-handed golfers do tend to do that. So Jack felt the grip, posture, alignment. So today I'm going to talk about posture and alignment. So when you set up to aim, there are two lines that we talk about. One is called a target line and one is called a body line. So I've got two alignment sticks here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one alignment stick and I'm going to aim it at the tree trunk, because I'm going to hit the ball towards the tree trunk. So I'm going to aim that. I'm then going to put another alignment stick down over here and make sure that it's parallel. Now if I put my feet on this one, I'm going to be very slightly left, so I can check this line. I can come around a little bit more and then aim this one parallel. So I've got this like a railway line. So the outer rail is going right to the target. So when I put my club face down, my club face is aiming at the target. So now when I take this away, I now know that every time I set up, I know that I'm aimed correctly. My club face is going right at that tree trunk. My hips and my shoulders are also parallel to that. So occasionally you can do this. Just take your club and put it like that. If your shoulders are like this, you'll see immediately that they don't match that stick. So there, and my feet. Posture. Here's a great way to get the correct distance from the ball and the correct posture for you, because everybody's different. Tall people, short people, long legs, short legs. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to rest this against me. So if you just stand and take your hands and put them on your thighs and then lean forward until your index finger touches the top of your kneecap, that is the correct body bend for you. Now if I relax my arms, now my arms are going to be hanging vertically, so I can take my grip. Now my arms are hanging nice and relaxed. I have to move in a little bit closer. So there. So now my posture is correct. The very last thing I like to check occasionally is take the club, put it on the base of my spine and the back of my head, and then lean forward like that, so that I feel that my back is nice and straight. And so now when I get up here, I'm in the correct posture, and from here I can go ahead and make my swing. So remember, posture, touch your kneecaps, that'll give you the correct bend. The alignment, use an alignment stick. You can use a club if you want to. I hate using clubs because when I put it on the ground, the grips get dirty and I don't like that. If you haven't got alignment sticks, go to a golf store and go and buy a pair of alignment sticks. They're not expensive, and I want you to keep your alignment sticks in your golf bag. They're not heavy and they don't take up a lot of space. I have so many students come to golf school and I say, you need to have some alignment sticks. Yeah, I have alignment sticks. Where are they? Oh, they're in my garage. Oh, they're in the trunk of my car. That's no good when you're on the driving range. Carry them in you. My alignment sticks stay in my golf bag 365 days of the year. So there's something that is going to help you. Some of the stuff you can work indoors. You know, just if you've got a mirror, even better, because you can look at yourself in the mirror and see. And by doing that setup over and over again, you'll get more. If you're not used to being, you know, this this is a little bit closer than you used to. You know, maybe you're used to standing like that, and now I want the arms hanging down. So now you're like that. Might feel uncomfortable in the beginning. If you do it at home in the living room over and over and over, it'll get more comfortable. Try it. I think you'll like it.